Hey, it's me, Val. Welcome back to the channel, truth be told. So let's see what we're going to talk about today. Before I start, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all the support this channel's had. Thank you to all the support my videos have had. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for leaving some really nice, interesting, amazing comments. I also want to thank you for supporting all of the channels that are helping get the truth out about Alan Vinnicome. I know there's a lot of channels out there that do the same thing as Alan, and that's one thing that he says to get away with it. Oh, it's not only me. But I must admit that following Alan since he had about 5,000 subscribers, he is probably one of the worst. Now, the reason why, you've got the people like Kim, you've got Kaufman or whatever her name is, and Lana or whatever her name is. I don't really watch them because I don't need any more toxicity in my life. Alan is enough for me in one lifetime. Their toxicity comes out quite obvious, so people that want to sort of watch them and stick with them, you can basically know that they are just like them. They're cut from the same cloth because they're not really manipulating the subscribers. Now, if I'm wrong, you will tell me down below, because again, I don't watch her, it's just what I hear. And the comparison between Alan and them is, to me, something a lot different. But if you want to join someone like that as a subscriber or watch them, and you quite happily to do so, then you obviously are a toxic person yourself, because you're making a choice to follow somebody who is outwardly toxic. The difference between Alan and them two, I know Alan keeps saying that everybody does channels and videos about Chris Watt's case, but Alan does it something a little bit different. Alan is kind of a bit unique. Now, that's not a compliment, Alan. You know, unique can mean many things, and as far as I'm concerned, my opinion is that you're a tosser, but that's just my opinion. You manipulate people. Now, a lot of the subscribers that are watching you are misinterpreting what you're trying to do, and they're misinterpreting what you're trying to do because of the things that you say. Now, I obviously can't diagnose anybody at being a narcissist, but I can say they're very narcissistic, they're very sociopathic, they're very malignant. Anyway, but so that's what I'm going to stick with. Your way of doing your channel is to manipulate, is to say things that aren't true, to get people to follow you, to get people to pay you money, to get people to believe that all your intentions are good. But that's where narcissists get away with things. Nino. How old am I? That's how they get away with everything, because they will work within context. They'll say things that can mean two ways, two things. They'll also work within ambiguity, subliminal. Everything that they do is very invisible. Narcissism is the invisible abuse. Now, I don't know. I'm still trying to work on how we can understand why people do support him. Are they confused? You know, is he misrepresenting himself to a lot of people? Are they, vulnerable? Are they stupid? Are they cut from the same cloth as Alan? Are they dramatic people that want to join these cult kind of, do they get something out of it? Now, some people like that, the people that can't see the problem, the people that don't seem to understand, or the people that join him because they just want to push him and poke him and say, go on, Alan, and watch the drama unfold, and they're just as toxic as him. They're the kind of people that we're not aiming our videos at. The people that we're aiming our videos at are people that are vulnerable, that have just joined, the crime community and maybe don't understand what he's doing. They see somebody with 60,000+ subscribers. They think he must be really good. He's always talking about being on media TV, lying to people. Breaking news. He puts across this interesting channel, but underneath it is a different meaning. Now, there's only some people can see that and some people can't. I do think the people that can see his manipulation techniques are people who are critical thinkers, that are clever, educated, empathic, good people. There's loads and loads of reasons, but as well, one of them is if you've been abused in the past, you can see an abuser a mile away. Now, obviously, since I've started doing these videos, a lot of people have come to me because I do the videos, so I've got something in my eye, mainly about narcissistic abuse, because I've been there, I've been through it, I've experienced it, and I've got another channel that's been going for 3 years now. And I've done a lot of research and had quite a bit of experience with narcissistic abuse, coercive abuse, all that malignant, horrible stuff. We also can see this from a mile away. So I've got a lot of people that come to me, and I've sent them to my other channel as well, because my other channel is about supporting people who've been through narcissistic abuse, coercive abuse, or any kind of abuse really. So it just shows that the people who have been there, who have been abused, who have been in a narcissistic relationship, from whatever kind of relationship, whether it be job, sister, family, husband, they can see it. So maybe the people that are watching Alan haven't been through any type of abuse. They're very lucky people. I really don't know, but that's not really, you know, the people that join him because they want to and they know that he is who he is and they just like supporting a toxic channel. This isn't aimed for you. None of the videos that I do, none of the videos that everybody else does is aimed at you, because once you've made your mind up, you're going to stay with someone who's toxic and you know they're toxic. I'm afraid there's no helping you. The videos that we make are to help those people that don't understand what Alan's doing, that are confused, that maybe believe him. And once they find out that he's a fake ass and he's doing it to monetize himself for money, you know, they're quite grateful that somebody pointed out what he's doing. And that's what we're about. We're about pointing out what he's doing so people can make a decision whether they choose to pay him, choose to support him, or what. But a lot of the time people don't. If they don't have the choice, then they're going to get involved. I wished that when I was with my narcissistic ex, maybe somebody had told me about narcissism. I didn't know about narcissism when I literally got destroyed by this man and then got destroyed by the man before him and the one after him. Luckily, you know, I'm still here to tell the story, but a lot of people aren't. You've got people like Summer who have been through hell with AD and are very, very brave to come forth and talk about their situation. You know, people who are narcissists can destroy lives. And this is why I'm really, really want to fight, and I believe in what I fight for, and a lot of people also who make these channels. I've got something in my eye and it's not my fringe, for a change. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, is people supporting him and not understanding who he is. Now, one another thing that I've noticed on his channel is people going, Armchair, oh, we love you, Armchair, you're amazing what you're doing for Shanann, you know, purple hearts, purple hearts, purple hearts, hashtag Shanann is innocent. We've known she's been innocent from the very beginning. There's nothing out there to prove that she isn't innocent except for a lot of people's lies. I can't understand why people like you can actually support Alan. And maybe people like you don't actually realise what Alan's doing to the Rzuceks. So what I want to know is the hypocrisy in this. How can you support Alan and you say we love Shanann, you know, and all, bless her, we love you, we love her. He's destroying Shanann's family. He's destroying Frankie with lies, bullying, blackmail. He's blocked them. He trolls and abuses them in his videos. How on God's earth, people who do watch him, and if anybody's watching this, please tell me why, how can you support somebody who says they're helping a deceased woman and their family, and you support him, yet he's also breaking the hearts of the deceased woman and her family, the father, the brother, the mother, Nicole Atkinson? I don't understand how you can split yourself into two halves. You can support Alan. Is it because you don't like the Rzuceks and you want to see Alan punish the Rzuceks? Please explain to me, because that's the one thing that confuses me. You know, if Shanann was watching, and if Shanann could speak, those hypocrites that are going, carry on, you're doing a good job, Shanann is innocent, you're trying to vindicate as Shanann, you're vindicating, well done, well done. No, he's not vindicated nobody. He's lying to you, he's manipulating, and you're believing him. Shannann's been innocent all along. But you're still supporting Alan, who's breaking the hearts of his family, which I really don't understand. So that's one thing I wanted to address, is how can you put these purple hearts all over Alan's channel, all over Alan's page, his videos, his comment section, when Alan is destroying the Rzucek family? Is it because you don't understand that he's doing that? Maybe you haven't heard? I don't know. But that's one thing. See, Alan is this armchair detective that's going to be famous on the Dr. Phil show and on the media and American TV and Netflix. I and all the channels that make videos telling the truth on Alan and researching Alan, we've got more detective skills in our whole bodies that you've got in your little finger, Alan. You couldn't detect an elephant in a bloody fridge. You couldn't. You're the shittiest, the shittest, the shittest, the shittiest detective I've ever seen in my life. So if there's a programme ever made about you, it's going to be called The Shittiest Detective Ever. Sorry, I'm getting carried away now. But Alan, you haven't got any skills of detectiveness at all. Like I say, the channels that are doing detective work on your history, your manipulating, your abuse, your predatory behaviour, the fact that you're always conning people to get money, moving people from YouTube to Patreon. These are the kind of things that we know and we see and we work out, we make videos about. And that's more detective work than you've ever done in your whole life, Alan. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. See, I've covered quite a few things, and sometimes I'll cover a video, I'll do a video, and sometimes I think, darn, I've not said anything about that. I've got notes here, but one of your videos that was done recently was talking about that you couldn't help to be funny. You wanted to be funny. You were a funny man, and you want to try and mix comedy and crime together. That just tells me where your boundaries are, because you don't know the difference. So you're talking about Naked Gun and the Death Becomes Her. Alan, dear stupid Alan, they're films. They're not real. They're fake. They're fantasy. They're a story that started out by written on a piece of paper with a pencil from someone's head. They are not real, right? So that's not a good representation of what you're trying to say, that, oh, well, you know, there's movies out there that got crime and comedy together. Yes, there's movies out there with crime and they're movies. They're not real life. So this is where you cannot split the real life, because nobody who's lost their family, whether it be the Watts, whether it be Carly Gousset, whether it be, you know, the death or the disappearance of Maddie McCann, the Delphi murders, they're real. There are real people behind these stories of real death. So you trying to mingle in comedy and thinking, oh, it's funny, I want to try and do comedy and crime together. That's where you just do not know where the boundaries are. You do not understand the difference between fact and fiction. I really just don't know how you do it. One's a film and one's real life. Don't get them confused. See, this is where I want to come to opinion and fact. I do have my opinion on you, Alan. You know, my opinion, oh, what can I say? You don't want to hear it, really. I think you've probably gathered what my opinion of you is. But when it comes to fact, see, you can only defame somebody if they say something about you that's fake, that doesn't have any backup, that hasn't got a screenshot or a video or anything like that to back it up. So, you know, my opinion could be one thing, but, you know, my facts and my evidence are something else. But I can't say all this stuff about you without backup. And there is so much backup and videos out there, and I've taken screenshot after screenshot. And in fact, you've broken the law, you've had no morality, you've lost your principles, you've lied, faked, manipulated, all on camera. So I'm going to read a few things to you, Alan, and this is for everybody that's watching. I want to read a few facts out to you all. Please stick around, because I've got something to ask you after I've done this at the end. I want to read out what Alan has done in full view of the world. See, Alan was banned from opening businesses for 6 years due to questionable tax accounts. Fact. He was unprofessional and conned people in his Nook and Harbour restaurant on the restaurant inspector for cheap, nasty food. Fact. He victimises grieving families. Fact. He laughs and smiles and sings about the death of children. Fact. He sings Burn Baby Burn and Gasolina when theorising disgusting things that could have happened at the tanks to the children. Fact. He refuses to stop ridiculing, trolling and bullying the Rzuceks. Fact. He creates fake stories about Shanann, Bella and Cece for monetary gain. Fact. He creates conspiracy theories and creates false footage and screenshots using pareidolia, which is when you see pixels and blobs and you can make them into human faces or cars, horses, anybody. Forcing images onto people, making them look hard to see: babies, wheels, ponytails, people in trucks, tarpaulin, all that go nowhere. Fact. Blackmailing Frankie on his history. Fact. Being caught out live on what he watches whilst doing lives. Mother licks cum off daughter's face. Fact. Setting up an escort agency with men, women, girls and boys for sale. Fact. Faking that he's in the FBI. Fact. Faking Tammy Lee from the Colorado Bureau of Investigation was coming onto his live. He faked that. Fact. Stalks Nicole Kessinger. Goes live to her apartment with other channels. Fact. Starts fundraisers and keeps the money. Fact. Implicates innocent people such as Nicole Kessinger in the murder of Shanann, Bella, Cece, Nico. Fact. Sexually demeans Nicole Kessinger in his videos by wishing she would give him oral sex. Fact. Getting people to stalk Nicole Kessinger, take photographs of her walking her dog, or whoever that person may be is being stalked by his subscribers walking her dog. Fact. Inciting your subscribers to mass report the truth channels. Fact. Faking high blood pressure for a pity party to gain more sympathy, more concern, more money, when really his blood pressure's fine since he accidentally showed it live on one of his videos through the monitor. Caught Fact. On video doing a health warning video whilst in the background plays "The game will start in 5 minutes." 5 minutes. So after getting all the sympathy off your subscribers and probably gaining extra money, you're still gambling, which is pretty bad for your heart. Fact. Manipulating, lying, gaslighting, projecting, having delusions of grandeur and future faking. Fact. Asking for personal details for your Patreons and also asking them to send their photograph to you so that you can look at their hair. Disgusting. Fact. Alan also sent a death threat to himself. A text from a person called Alpine Stroll, which was a horse race that he'd watched that afternoon. This text was saying that the person was going to come round to his house with a body bag. He then proceeded to blame the Rzuceks and blame the truth channels, accusing them of being behind it. Fact. If I've missed anything below, guys, be sure to type it in, let me know what I've missed that he's done. That is a fact. Because the man is... I have no words left, to be honest, anymore, what I have to say about him. So, as we know, Alan likes his polls. I'm going to do a poll right now. I want everybody that's seen, eyewitnessed, all the things that I've just read out above and are willing to do what they can to support the Rzuceks when they finally are free to fly over to the UK to get their justice on Alan. And I know I'll be waiting to do what I can in support, and I'm sure a lot of other people who are on the truth channels who live in the UK will do what they can to support the Rzuceks. So please, red heart in the comments if you're an eyewitness to all this and you would do what you can to support the Rzuceks. Anybody that doesn't support the Rzuceks, put a clown face. That'll be interesting. Rather than a thumbs down, maybe just say a little sentence why you support Alan, because that would be very interesting. Oh, Bubbles, one more thing. Bubbles, can I just say, please don't go on other channels and start abusing in the comments. I was watching what you were writing and it was really quite actually emotional, because I found it quite upsetting what you did, Bubbles. You don't go into other people's videos like Preach Queens and start threatening her with doxing, things like that. You, Bubbles, and Alan, you wouldn't know truth, empathy, remorse, compassion, morality, principles if it came and slapped you in the face with a wet kipper, would you? No. So those are people who are supporting Armchair Detective, paying Armchair Detective. You're enabling an abuser and you're enabling him to gamble all your money away. The last thing I want to say, says she, Alan, you're talking about being partnership in YouTube, every single channel that's monetized. I've got my other channel. I'm a partnership to YouTube. It's just something that you do. It's something that happens when you are monetized. And also, there's no way that you could have a chat with a YouTube person and say, oh, you know, I'm being bullied. And the YouTube person then says, oh, I don't understand why they're bullying you, which is what you said in your video. No YouTube response from anybody who works at YouTube, firstly, would be watching your video to see the videos being made about you, or watching all of our videos to understand. So they may have said, oh, we can't say anything, or maybe they didn't say anything at all, but there's no way a guy from YouTube would have said to you, I don't understand why they're picking on you. I don't understand what, no way, they wouldn't. So that's a lie. So anybody watching this, YouTube, do not have personal conversations. I've had another channel. See, what happens, Alan forgets that there's other channels watching with bigger numbers. See, at the moment, my other channel's got nearly 10,000 subscribers. Your little micro channel to me now, Alan. And I've been doing YouTube for 3 years. And in all those 3 years I've been doing YouTube, I've had to talk to YouTube, send them emails about this, that and the other. And I know when you get generic responses back a lot of the time. They don't start chatting and telling you, I don't understand why you're being bullied. Fake and fact. That wasn't the last thing. I've just remembered something else that I wanted to add. I lied. See, Bubbles also said when she was in Preach Queen's comments being abusive, she said that the reason the Rzuceks, she said that basically we're dragging the Rzuceks through pain. We are lengthening the grieving process. It's our fault that the Rzuceks can't find peace because of our videos. If we stopped making the videos about Alan, then maybe this would all stop. No. Again, you're doing the twistaroo, aren't you? The script flip, where basically you're saying that we are the actions and Alan is the response. No, 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 no. It's the other way around, darling. And I said to you in a comment, if that was the case, why do the Rzuceks support our channels? Why do the Rzuceks leave comments like this? Now I'm going to read a comment out. Now I've actually asked Frankie if it's okay to use his comments in my videos, and he said go for it. I'm going to read a comment or two that Frankie Jr. has left on my videos. This family have got more grace, more manners, more concern, more love, more empathy, more everything that you've got in your whole body, Alan. The only responses they've had to you that you've pointed at and called bullying and all sorts of nasty, nasty things is responses to what you've done to them. And they've been quite withdrawn. They've actually managed to not reply how maybe I would reply. The grace and empathy that this family have got, you will never, ever, ever know. Well done, fantastic job on this video. Thank you so much for your love and support. One day we'll be able to have some peace, and that people like AD will be charged and arrested for everything he has done and continues to put us through. They are all vile, sadistic people. They get a kick out of it. They love the attention, money, and the 15 minutes of fame. They're truly disgusting, and I'd hate to be them when they get their karma and have to answer to God for what or why they did what they did to my grieving family. God bless you, and thank you so much. God bless you. Truth be told, thank you again. He will get his either court karma when he has to explain his actions to God, but he will go to jail for everything he has done and continues to do. He has mocked, slandered, threatened, defamed, and made my life a living hell for 2 years straight. But his day in court is coming. I hope he saved a little of the 250,000 he's made, or the 10 grand he still makes a month that I know of. He probably makes more, but the tax man is already onto him. One day, if I ever strike it rich or hit the lottery, I'm taking care of every one of you. Then we all will go on one huge vacation. I just don't know how else to repay all of you for all of your hard work. It makes me emotional, seeing how much you all care and do this with kindness of your heart. I have friends and family that don't even call or text me to see how I am doing, let alone do all this. I'm so honoured, and I can't begin to explain how this makes me feel. I'm beyond blessed to have all of you standing next to me. That's why I call you my family. Thank you for everything. We really appreciate everything you all do and say. We're absolutely honoured that so many people truly care and can see what's happening. No one wanted to believe me that we were being attacked for the longest time. I felt alone and all by myself in this fight. Then one by one, all these beautiful truth channels started to pop up and gave me hope and strength to continue. So I can't thank you all enough. I honestly can't. You're a blessing from God to my parents and myself. We're forever grateful. Thank you a million times. So they're just a few of the comments that I had on my videos. And I know that they're the type of comments that are on all the other Truth Channel videos as well. Because obviously, you know, Frankie Jr. respects what we're doing and appreciates what we're doing. Now, if we were dragging this horror on and if we were doing something that, you know, that was making it worse, I'm sure that Rzuceks wouldn't be supporting us. So I just want to end on that note. Don't forget to put down below if you actually will and have witnessed with your eyes all the abuse that Alan has done, and perhaps this video along with other videos, and I give permission for all my videos to be used in any reason that, in any way that he needs to use them for justice. So Frankie, you can use any of my videos for anything that you want, and any comments that are down below that want to support Frankie. If you want to write a testament of what you've seen, Toxic Free 2017 at outlook.com, and then I'll pass it on to the Rzuceks. We need to support each other. If we enable these predators to continue doing what they do to innocent people, the world's bad enough as it is. The world's hard enough as it is. And I'm not going to ever sit back and let a predator continue to abuse victims. So thanks for watching, guys, and big love to you all.